A man won't pick a wrong partner if he knows this. The thing is, you must know your non negotiables and areas where you're flexible and lean towards your future wife, right? If you know that like 2 by 2 equals 4, then no woman, doesn't matter how clever she is, if you talk to her on the day one, on a date, when you meet her, not when you have feelings, not when you get married, have children or whatever, try to change her. But from day one, you come and you say, here's my non-negotiables, which how you speak, you must always be nice, always be kind, always be helpful. If I want to make love with you, I'll take you anytime I want, except when you physically can't do it, meaning you are in pain. Doesn't mean that on the period he has to wait. No, he will take you on your periods if he wants to. It doesn't matter. I know woman doesn't like that, but that's, um, you should never make that a problem. If you will, it's not good. And if he wants, he should get it. That's purely and simply. You also must be sympathetic, kind, loving, caring, right? That's what man's non-negotiable. That's what every man should get from a woman. That's regardless. Then the rest, what you're buying, house, anything to do with the house, like what you want, items in the house, wallpapering or buying furniture or whatever, always lean towards your woman to make her happy. If you have, when you would have children, then again, buying clothes, whatever, you can tell what you think, but let her do what makes her happy, right? Buying a car, the same. Don't get too fussy. Just make her happy and buy a car she likes. That's all it is. As long as you get your non-negotiables, which is a lot. You can't have everything. And that's when you have that so clear in your head. Because I know a lot of men don't have that. And if I go on the street or from house to house in my neighborhood, I will hardly ever find a man like this. And that's why the problems in relationship. Argument starts because, if my woman knows from day one when I met her and I say, I'll take you anytime I want. She says, okay, as long as you do what you said to me, you will be kind also. You also will be helpful. You also will be loving. You also will be caring. You can't just ask of her. You must be yourself like that. You must be loving, caring, giving, sympathetic. All that, what you want to get from her, you must give to her also. There is no other way. But that's your non-negotiable, right? You must get that in relationship. If you express to her that means she says, yeah, okay. If I get exactly the same, I don't see a problem. That if you want me, even if I don't feel like, I will make love with you, just to keep you happy. If a woman speaks like that, the next thing is to put her to the test. And always tell her, you tell on the first day, the moment it changes, I will divorce you. I will never live with different you. That's all it is. Doesn't matter how much kids we're gonna have and how much wealth we're gonna have. I will never live in arguments, and I never allow you to disrespect me by arguing or raising your voice or saying things to me that you're not supposed to, like insulting things or whatever. All I want to hear is support, loving, care, and stuff like this from you. So when you're so grounded in this, I'm telling you, no woman will be able to handle that for a long time. So that means if she's fake, she's really not loving you, she will just stumble and stumble and stumble and start blaming you. But you don't worry, because as I say, all it matters when people say, look now, they say, I love you, da da da, they get married, kids, and then they start arguing, they live like cat and dog, and then they still divorce. So if you have non-negotiables and you express them and where you are flexible on the day one on your date, and a woman happy, and then any moment she starts a little bit, because it will be these moments. That's why you must be so grounded in your non-negotiables and where you're flexible, that any moment you straight away would pick it up when she's a little bit starting to little bit slightly get argument not argumentative, but even though it seems like she's trying to speak back nicely or something, and you straight away you must stop that. And you also will notice very quickly will pick it up and say, look, don't argue. Or for example, if you want something nice to do for her, and she sort of like I remember one situation I've done for a girl, bought something and she wanted no, I asked her to buy for me. She went to the shop, and I gave money for the items that she bought for me. And she, when I went home, I didn't realize she put the money back and didn't want. And I rang her back and I said, listen, if I say to you that it's okay because I ordered these items, that I asked you to buy these items, you bought it and I pay for this. I know you are nice, it's okay, but if I say this, that means, you must accept. If you don't accept, that means you want to argue with me. You're disrespecting me. So when you explain like that, she knows. If you say okay, at the end of the day, you asked anyway. Why she should pay. But I know she can't pay if it's a small thing. But if a man you pay for your stuff, and that's all it is. And especially on the first date, when you get to know each other and start sleeping together, that's another thing. But especially if you have more money and she has less money, never take from her, always give more. That's another thing. But yeah, that's how she gets to know you, that she can't slip even through the smallest gap. You straight away will pick it up. No, if I say this and you say calmly, and she will understand that you are a man of like respecting yourself greatly. So that means you don't allow her to behave the way she wants. She decided to put the money back, but because she doesn't know you, even though you expressed your values and everything, there's gonna be so many minor situations where you can prove that you are the dominant one, that you are the one overseer of the relationship and her behavior. And anytime she misbehaves in a way that she didn't think about it, you must correct her and explain how things should be going. And all she should say, oh, that's okay, I got it. But if she wants to argue, all you need to say, look, you're arguing now, and I will never tolerate arguments. I said what I want, and that's all that matters. That's it. And then you care. You care about her. You love her. You help her in a daily activities in the house. If you have kids, when you will have kids, you will help with the kids. You will be nice. You will be caring. You will be expressing your love to her. Maybe kissing, saying nice things, and helping as well. And that's how it should go. So get grounded with your non-negotiables, with the areas where you're flexible, and then on a daily basis, when you start dating and things start evolving and like you're doing things, then you will have to continuously in few moments where she wants something, you said something or did it, she wants to a little bit like go against your opinion, and you straight away must set the piece and how things should go. So that means she knows that you are an alpha male and you know yourself very well and you know how relationship should go, and you would not scream at her or disrespect her in a public place or start arguing, nicely arguing in the beginning. Then you're gonna be fighting later if that happens. That's why it's so important to know this. This will quench the whole thing, because you always will be overseeing your relationship. You always will be behaving nice. You always will be helping. And if she's giving less what you're giving, you straight away talk to her, and where she's misbehaving and explain. Maybe she's not aware of that what she's doing, but you must straight away talk to her, and that's it. You will have a happy relationship if when you meet a woman that she wants to adapt to you and make you happy because you also give her that the same, and she feels loved. She feels loved and she will feel happy, and she will not have a problem to sleep with you anytime you want. Most women have a problem with that because they deal with men that they don't know who they are. But once the man knows, I never had a problem and never will, and as simple as that, because I know very clearly my non-negotiables, how I treat a woman, and I tell her from day one what I expect from her. And there's no arguments there whatsoever. And I say, look, there's no arguments. This is how it goes. You're happy? We can roll. You're not happy? You see the door? Nobody holds you here. And when a woman likes you, she stays and adapts as long as you treat her nice, talk to her, and stick to what you say. As long as you stick to what you say, she will not have a problem. I'm telling you today. Put to the test and you will see it yourself. But a lot of times, men, they don't know who they are.